Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Broyans Farm. Today I'm starting out here in the potatoes, specifically the reds. We're starting to get some freezes now at night, and it's time to get these out of the ground. I'm not quite done yet. Everything's going really well so far. The only thing is that because we had some rain again, these are pretty muddy. That's just something we're gonna have to deal with. We've been dealing with it all season. But yeah, real nice. I always see a green one here and there. Unless I'm finishing an entire row, which in this case I'm not, I have to back the digger back out of a little portion of the row that I'm digging just so that I don't run over the next potatoes that I'm gonna dig. And so it takes me a little bit longer, but I have to grab some baskets and pick some of these up and get them out of the way. Isn't that big of a deal. And then as soon as I'm done with this, I can move on to the whites. Or I actually think it's gonna be yellow, but we'll see when I start digging. Now I'm on to white. So at first I said I was pretty sure I was going to dig yellow potatoes, which would be the Norwis. And then, after I started digging these, I thought they might be the Evas, which is the white potato. Now that I'm picking them up though, I'm pretty sure, or actually, I'm pretty positive that these are definitely yellow, which is the Norwis. And the only reason I can tell that is obviously if you cut it, it looks more yellow inside than white, which I have not done. But the other way is the Norwis get a lot bigger and they kind of have like more indentions and they're not quite as perfect and round as the Evas are. And so I'm noticing that these are a lot larger than normal, which is nice. They're beautiful. It's also nice because some people want larger tomatoes. Some people want larger potatoes, and some people like smaller ones. Just depends on what they're doing with them. That was green. Most of these potatoes today are gonna be, well, they'll be washed, some will be washed, and then the rest of them are gonna get bagged in 50 pounders and sold like that. We're just about done. You can see all the baskets here. With the white anyway, we still gotta do reds. I was figuring for about 50, and I think we're gonna be real close to that. I didn't actually count them. These are just enormous. And as you can see, there's not many green ones. Whatever there's not good, we just let lay in the row. Mom and Frank came out.
Good girl. Washing wasn't too bad because there wasn't a lot of mud out.
No, they aren't too bad.
I don't know if you're telling me something or what. You told me you want to eat a potato? Hmm?
Did you put that potato there or did she put it there?
No, she put it there. Go grab my potato.
So we just got done eating lunch. Came out here now to the squash field. We're getting a bunch of butternut, spaghetti, and acorn. Some of this stuff we're already finishing up, like the acorn, but as far as spaghetti goes, you can see there's still a ton out here. It's very important to get this stuff out of the ground before we get frost, because then what'll happen is once the frost sits on there, it'll look like a big wet spot. And then eventually, maybe not right away, but that's gonna rot. And so even if we can get these picked in our barn or anywhere out of the weather is good, because it'll store for a long time. Now I'm gonna move on to ornamentals. Here we have what Mom calls autumn wings. I don't know. I just call them gourds. Sometimes early in the season these won't be hard, and so they'll be like rubbery, kind of like that one is, meaning it's not ready and it's just gonna rot once you pick it off the vine. So I gotta be a little bit careful and make sure I'm picking good stuff. That's rubbery. So it's the next day. We're obviously in the cornfield right now. It's Frank and myself. What we're doing is, well, we already got Dad sent off to market, but we're picking more corn now for an order. We had 3 bins a couple days ago ordered. The guy liked it. Now he wants another 4 bins. We're gonna put 500 in each bin and, you know, get them sent off to him. So it's gonna take us a little bit because it's only Frank and myself. Mom said she should be here in a little bit, but no matter what, 2,000 ears of corn is a lot. I said it in my other video that we harvested corn. You can see how the shell on it isn't quite as pretty and as green all the way through as we would like to see it. That's just from the colder weather. We might have even had a frost hit it. But the corn inside is super sweet. And there's no worms, which is kind of rare for this time of year.
Oh no.
What? Oh, you're not counting? So yeah, then the other struggle is we have to count all 2,000 ears. So we can't really talk at all, or you know, we get screwed up. Whoa. A lot of corn out here. Everything down here is all done. It's only like, I think 6 rows here and either 8 rows up here. And that's the last of the sweet corn for the season. And doing orders like this really blows it out fast. We're back to the shed. Have the vacuum out. I was cleaning up a little bit. In the cooler here, it's getting pretty empty, especially since we got rid of a lot of stuff this morning after Dad went to market, or I guess for Dad to go to market. But this bin here and this bin here is also going for that order today. So I'm gonna get these out and everything's gonna go on my dump trailer, which I'm gonna hook up here in a little bit. Frank got these long hots done, all red, and I think that was picked yesterday. Out here, he got some more green bell, which I think I see right over there. So I went and got that order dropped off, and I'm obviously back home. It's actually now dark. I came out here to the farm market. It's a lot easier to video out here when there's nobody here. Sometimes it makes people feel uncomfortable when they're shopping around. And I just kind of want to do a walk around. I'm going to show you what we have. Obviously our produce isn't out, and there's no baked goods being made and stuff like that. but I can still give you a good idea of what's going on here. So the main door here is locked, but this is what you see when you come in the door. We always like to have all of our fresh baked goodies right here, kind of like grab and go stuff. You got your peanut butter cookies, your chocolate cookies, raspberry scones, candy cakes. A big seller right now is, the pumpkin cream cheese muffins, and then we have the shoe fly muffins, chocolate chip muffins. Over here we have gluten-free banana muffins, and then we also have, you know, some pick-out gourds. As you walk around the right side here, we have some Pain Wizard, which that's kind of like an odd thing. But I can tell you one thing is that my pap uses that a lot. He swears by it, says it's some of the greatest stuff. So if you have, you know, muscle pains or anything like that, you should definitely try it. Everything over here in the middle section is all of our veggies, stuff like that, which like I said is not here. On this shelf is our honey, which we're actually sold out at the moment. My mom's probably gonna be bottling here within, I would say, about a week. Over here, we just have some more goodies. Pretzels, what is this? Popcorn, tart organic cherry. I can't even pronounce that word. Here's the chips, which I always get, obviously, when I'm having a hoagie. And then over here is our jarred goods. We have some sweet and sour chow chows, pepper relish, green tomatoes, sweet baby beets, bread and butter, pickled chips, and pickled red beet eggs. Over on this shelf is our dressings, balsamic vinaigrettes. Down here is all of our jellies, toe jam, frog jam, Christmas jam, elderberry jam, red raspberry, and the list goes on. Down here we have more. And then on the bottom is our salsas. Over here we have syrups. That's actually apple butter. Here's blackberry syrup and strawberry syrup, raspberry ciders, peach cider, and then sauce, more sauces like hot sauce and stuff like that. This is actually very, very good. I don't personally like hot stuff, but my sister and my dad absolutely love it. If you are interested in some of this stuff, leave a comment down below. I'm actually thinking about putting some of it on my website. Not everything, it's just too much for me to handle, but if there is some big sellers that my mom says, you know, people love a lot, I might put them on. That way you guys can enjoy them if you're in another state far away and can't get here. On this counter over here is like fall stuff. We have the caramel apple flavored candy corns. More of just like some pickouts of stuff over there that's just kind of like specialty for the fall. Over here is all of our refrigerated stuff. I'll start here. We have the Joe's tea, which is very good. I think these are local mushrooms. I don't exactly know where they're from or the farmer's name. Cider, and then fresh eggs, raw milk, and then just your regular chocolate and white milk. We actually have blueberry milk here at the moment. And then cream cheese spreads. And then this is just the drinks. The sodas are real good. I've had all of them many times. Obviously, we gotta sell our shirts. I'm actually getting low. You can tell white isn't a big seller. There's more whites than any of them in all the different categories. So basically, we're just going around the store at this point. We've started at the door, which is right there, came all the way around, and now we are to the spice rack. My Pop Huffman made this. It's very nice. I think my mom then made the sign. And this just has hundreds of different spices. I'm only gonna name a couple: paprika, parsley, ginger, fennel, Cajun black pepper. And the cool thing is you can buy it in a pack if you already have a jar, or if you don't, or I guess you call this a shaker, I don't know what you want to call this. But if you don't already have one, you can purchase one. If you do, you can buy the pack and then just refill it. Over here is where all the baking is done. Right now we have some cream cheese banana, chocolate with icing, molasses crumb, chocolate chip, pistachio, which I've never had, I've heard is very good. I want to say these are some kind of cranberry or something. Peach and blueberry we're out of, coffee cake and butter rum we're out of. Then right here is the hoagie cart. I'm out here almost every day getting a hoagie. This is the little papers we have to fill out. You pick Kaiser or hoagie, and you choose your meats, cheeses, and then all the condiments on top there. Here is the deli cooler. We sell a bunch of different cheeses, meats, and right now we have the ice cream covered, but then we have local ice cream in here. Long time ago, real long time ago, we were in the Times Leader This is October 3rd, 2010, so 13 years ago. There's me and my mom. There's me and my brother. Over here we have Dad, my brother, and my sister, and my mom. And then there's the whole family photo. My dad, my mom, my Graham Broyan, my Pat Broyan, my brother, and my sister, and then obviously me. There's Pap at market, and there's my sister dumping corn. Then we made some picture frames with just some things we did on the farm. A long time ago, we used to stake our field tomatoes just like we do in the high tunnel. It was a lot of work. Above here is the strawberry frame. Trying not to get that glare on there, but it's hard. Here's another one. It's just nice because some people don't realize how much we do on the farm. And this just gives them a little bit of an example of everything that we have and do. So that's just about it. We've gone around the whole store. I have a couple things yet to show you. In here is all of like our candies, gummy worms. These are fruit basket chocolates. There's some healthier ones down here, which I don't really care for. The pumpkin paradise mix. I like this stuff. Then over here we have oatmeals and flours and rice, cheese mix, or cheese for like macaroni and cheese, chocolate, stuff like that. So that's basically it. Obviously it's a lot more lively when we're open, you know, and there's light coming in the windows instead of it being dark, but you get the gist of it. If you're in the area, definitely stop by. We have very friendly staff. I am not here all the time. I wish I could be, but I gotta be back on the farm getting stuff done. My mom and dad are here, you know, periodically, at least one of them throughout the day. So if you stop in, you'll probably get the chance to see one of us, but you never know. We do appreciate everybody stopping in. We love when people stop in and at least tell, you know, some of our helpers that they watch me on YouTube and, you know, they just wanted to stop in and see what the place was. So with that being said, that's what I'm gonna call a wrap for this video. As always, thank you guys for watching, and always remember it ain't much, but it's honest work.